안녕하세요 from Korea. Today we're using 들기름, which is this, to make 들기름막국수. 들기름 is made with perilla leaves or sesame leaves, and in this case I actually have a homemade one here. And this will add a very savory, almost nutty flavor to our 막국수. So let's begin. Now you'll see coming up with the ingredients that we are using plum extract, 매실청. You don't need to use that, you can just use a little bit more sugar if you want, or any kind of juice, fruit juice extract is fine. When we cook this, there's three parts, and the first is the noodles. So let's begin with that. I'm using buckwheat noodles, and you've got to use that for the makguksu, so it just adds that perfect flavor. Boil them for about 4 minutes, and then rinse in cold water. This is a cold noodle dish, okay? Once that's done, you actually want to squeeze and really wash them well. You want to get rid of all the starch so that the noodles will break apart once they're sort of served. You'll see it when it gets served. You'll know the difference when they're too starchy, they stick together. So give them a good rinse and then a good squeeze. See how they're sort of apart there? Now we're adding in our sauce for the noodles, which of course will be based on 들기름, and there's the 들기름 right there. So look at that delicious oil. And it is a little bit sweet, and there's the plum extract, which of course is optional, but I do recommend it if you can get it, or some sort of fruit extract. It'll add that little bit of sort of fruit, sweet, tangy flavor that you want to go. That'll balance out with some of the flavors later. Next, I'm using chicory here. It was just on sale, so I picked that up. Better ones are some local Korean greens, but any type of green should be fine. The gochugaru will add that spice. So it's almost a sweet, sour, spicy flavor you'll end up with in the end with these noodles. And to be honest, I was very surprised by the flavor, and it turned out way better than I expected. So yeah, this is definitely one for people to try. You can use any type of gim. This is seaweed laver, or just gim. They can get it in big sheets. You can buy it where it's already sort of pre-mixed and I don't know, it's like small chunks of gim. That's actually the one I would recommend, but we had this lying on hand and it works just as well. It just adds a little bit of a different type of flavor, almost a saltier flavor. I just hand grind some sesame seeds. If they're toasted, that's even better. They'll taste even more delicious with this. And you need this for it. I would recommend this. This just adds that. The visual alone is worth it, but of course it also adds up quite a good nutty taste. It's that savory taste you're looking for. And time to plate. And of course I've got to make it look beautiful, but feel free to just chuck it all in a bowl. This is me being a little bit fancy here, but you're welcome to just throw it all in a bowl and enjoy it. As you'll see at the end, I just mix it up anyway. The best part of cooking all of these Korean dishes is plating. I love thinking of ways to make it look nice, and it's just almost the most fun part of it. Well, actually, the most fun part is where you eat it, and that's coming up. As I mentioned, just mix it up. Look, it's going to get mixed up anyway, right? So don't get too fancy when you're making it at home. Now, if you're interested in Korean cooking or culture, hit that subscribe button, because I post a new Korean recipe every week, sometimes twice a week these days, as well as my other food experiences from around Korea. Fresh off the streets, that can be street food or restaurant experiences. And if you are interested in anything to do with Korean cooking, definitely check those out. It does give a rare insight into life in Korea, and I love Korean food. I hope you do too. Have a great day and enjoy your local matcha.